farmed rich soil, developed trade routes, crafted art, and created spiritual traditions that connected them deeply with nature. From the powerful civilizations of the Southwest to the forest nations of the Northeast, each community had its own identity, language, and worldview. Their history forms the foundation of the land that would eventually become the United States. When European explorers arrived in the late 15th and early 16th centuries, the world of the continent changed forever. Spain took hold of the south and west, France claimed large areas in the north, and England established colonies along the Atlantic coast. Over time, the 13 English colonies grew into bustling societies with farms, ports, merchants, and ideas influenced by Enlightenment thinking. These ideas encouraged people to question unfair rule. As British taxes increased and political control tightened, frustration in the colonies grew. Ordinary citizens, writers, merchants, and leaders began pushing for the right to decide their own future. By the 1770s, the desire for independence became stronger. When the colonies finally declared themselves free, they stepped into a difficult war against a powerful empire. The struggle lasted years, but eventually the new nation emerged with a sense of unity and hope. The Constitution was created as a framework to guide the government and protect certain freedoms. Yet the new country was far from perfect. The displacement of indigenous communities continued, and slavery remained a painful contradiction to the ideals of liberty. During the 19th century, the young nation expanded westward. Many people saw the western lands as a place of opportunity, but this expansion brought conflict, hardship, and the forced removal of native tribes from their homelands. As the country grew larger, disagreements between the northern and southern states intensified, especially concerning slavery and states' rights. These tensions eventually erupted into the Civil War, one of the darkest and most defining chapters in U.S. history. After years of devastating fighting, the Union was preserved and slavery was legally ended, but the long struggle for equality had only begun. In the decades that followed, the country entered an age of rapid industrial and technological change. Immigrants from Europe, Asia, and other parts of the world arrived seeking opportunity, adding to the cultural diversity of the nation. Cities grew, factories expanded, and new inventions like electricity, railroads, and telephones transformed daily life. But this progress also came with challenges: harsh working conditions, economic inequalities, and social tension. Reformers worked to improve these conditions and push the country toward fairness and justice. The early 20th century thrust the United States onto the global stage. The nation took part in World War I and later emerged as a decisive power in World War II. These conflicts reshaped the economy, technology, and international influence of the United States. After World War II, the country became a major world leader, involved in global politics, scientific achievements, and cultural movements. Yet at home, many communities continued to fight for equal rights. The civil rights movement became a powerful force, led by individuals who stood against discrimination and demanded the country live up to its promises of freedom. The late 20th and early 21st centuries brought new transformations. Technology changed communication, industries shifted, and the population grew more diverse. The country experienced economic highs and lows, political debates, social progress, and moments of national crisis. Throughout these changes, one theme has remained constant. The story of the United States is shaped by the people who live in it, people who argue, build, dream, and challenge the nation to improve. The history of the USA is not a simple journey of victories. It is a mixture of achievements and failures, courage and conflict, unity and division. But it is a powerful story of how a nation built on ideals has continued to evolve, pushed forward by generations seeking a better future.